Yo, is this thing on? Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Rich right here, Southern Cali. The Outlaws are back. If you didn't know, now you know. This is the best show on the block. Guaranteed to be the best. Some else, some new, some original, something to get you to break outside the box, restructure your mindset, reanalyze the norm, get you to think, implement, strategize, re-strategize, blueprint, put it all into effect, and see what see what you come up with. Yo, so that's the intro. It's fucking Saturday. Normally, I won't drop the videos on the weekend because I get like so caught up doing other shit. To be honest, that's kind of all it is. But hopefully having a great day above and beyond epic, better than average, better original, stupendous, glorious, blessed, phenomenal. Hopefully you had a great experience this week. And it's not basically like how did the week treat you, but it was more like how did you treat the week? How did you take those opportunities? And on those bad moments, because they come and go, right? How did you treat the bad moments? For me, on a personal note, I don't like complaining, but I went through an experience this week where I kind of caught the flu. So I kind of caught the flu, so I was not feeling it. I still had to go to work. I still had to get my workouts in. I still had to work on my nutrition. I still had to show up on camera and do these videos. One of the titles was when you don't fucking have nothing to say and you don't know what's going on, you show up for the tribe. So I was on a like right? But I still handled all my priorities and I got to that point in the week where I was like, oh, finally I could take a day off from working out. Like, oh fucking finally. Um I could start recuperating and recovering and all the end is coming like the weekend, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I have a little bit more rest time because I'm not having to show up to work. Then I got asked to go in on Saturday. Hey, can you come in and put some? I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? I actually do enjoy going to work. So I was like, I'll put in the time, I'll show up. I don't got nothing else to do. Not right now, I don't got nothing planned. And I showed up and no fucking work today. Something happened. It was a miscommunication. We all got paid for fucking just showing up and being sent home. That was pretty cool. So I was kind of dreading it, like, oh, I'm still under the weather a little bit. And then that worked out for work. It was fucking awesome. Then I went out walking around town in the area for a little bit and I ran into this lady and I got a cup of orange juice, freshly squeezed. It was so fucking delicious. That really made my day this morning. So um, I woke up and I ate my protein. I had some eggs and then I grabbed some water. Then I took some sea moss gel. So I'm just letting y'all know what I take. I take this right here. It's sea moss gel. It's supposed to be really good. So I feel like, how does this motherfucker's skin look pretty good for his age? Um, my viewers are all females from United States and Poland. So ladies, these are my secrets. Sea moss. And you could get it on Amazon and it's roughly like $25-$30 for this jar and it should last you about a week. So you just take a spoonful of it in the morning or night and you could do roughly two spoonfuls a day and serving size is two tablespoons and 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. But I just kind of I already took some this morning, but I'm just kind of showing you. You can see my facial expression. Look, it's not bad at all, and the flavor is kind of like mixed with cherries. So that what I do to get this like right here at this age, and then I eat healthy stuff like bananas, and this is really good for like the cramping. So if you're on your period, this is good for your cramping. And me, since I work out, this is good for my cramping. And I was feeling sick, so I went out and I grabbed some Theraflu. This stuff is really good. You just kind of turn it into a tea, and you sip it slow. It's kind of warm tea, and it really takes this effect. And I just prolong it and I stretch it out throughout the day. And then let me see if I have it. Oh, okay. I also take Shilajit. Shilajit. It's a resin from the Himalayas, and it has 85 plus traces of vitamins and minerals and fulvic acid. And the thing about the fulvic acid, which is really cool, is that when you put this in your body and it becomes part of your system, it actually enhances the capabilities of your body absorbing other vitamins and nutrients. So I take this, and this has fulvic acid in it, which enhances my consumption of this, which is the sea moss, which the sea moss is heavily saturated with vitamins and minerals. It's, you know what I mean? You mix it up, and it becomes very beneficial to your health. So, ladies, that's for you right there. If you're interested, those are the things that I do on the side in order to stay more vibrant on the outside. But I do a lot to work on the inside. My biggest fucking thing is working on the inside. And okay, so today's video, I'm gonna get into it. I got kind of sidetracked on that since I'm in my room, and I actually have usually I'll do the videos on the road or right before work. And right here I'm in my room. So title of the video is what was my rock bottom? So like, what was my rock bottom? I've um I've come on these videos and I've said a variety of different stories of different fucking scenarios that I've caught myself in life, and not all of them have been hopefully morbid sounding. I've been a sponsored skater. I've climbed mountains. I've done hiking, fishing. Um, I've held jobs for long periods of time. I've done a lot of off road. I've done a lot of building construction. I've done a lot of welding. So I've done a variety of cool things that the normal person would be like normal life, normal life. But then I think we all run into shit. I happen to have made bad decisions in the past. I ran into a lot of different fucking difficulties in life. And one of them that I experienced, I wrote it down right here. All right. So one thing that I experienced in my life has been homelessness. I experienced homelessness. It was brutal in a sense that you don't know exactly where you fit in, and society kind of treats you a certain way because you smell like shit balls, ass, and feet, and you fucking have old clothes on, and you have a scruffy ass old beard, and you start to reflect the stereotype of others in society, and you're deemed just like them, and it was like really rough to like to I mean, if you wanted to be a part of society, it was really fucking rough. But if you were okay being alone, then it wasn't bad at all. You had complete freedom. You do whatever you want, wake up whenever you want, go to sleep when you want, travel, do whatever. And the thing about it was is if you had money, it wouldn't have been a bad ordeal at all. You would be able to finance yourself for food and just fucking travel and migrate. And my thing was is I wish I would have put it on camera for y'all, the whole trip, the whole experience, the whole journey. But it is what it is. And homelessness, to be honest, was not my rock bottom. I was fucking fat. So at some point in my life, I was 327 pounds. The doctor said my organs were shutting down. I was pre-diabetic. I was pretty close to having sleep apnea where like I breathe like like that. Like my ex-wife was like, why do you breathe like that? I didn't get it. And then when I looked at pictures, I didn't see it until later on after I decided to like go on this health journey. And what started it was looking at my kids at their young age and being like, I know at some point I'm gonna want to be the dad that runs around the fucking soccer field with my kids and is very active with them in their life. I don't want to be that fucking that other the other fucking part of the spectrum that I'm already on, and I'm already crossing the lines into fucking morbidly fucking shitty ass fucking shitty ass circumstances that I put myself in because I didn't intentionally take care of myself, and I didn't intentionally work out, and I didn't intentionally monitor all my food intake, my calories, my micros, my macros, and I didn't actually give a fuck about myself enough to put emphasis on this. So I was at the stage of like, oh, he fucking let himself go, and he's there. And that, to be honest, was linked to my rock bottom, but being fat wasn't actually my rock bottom, to be honest. So next one, I was going through a lot of shit in a certain point in time, and I was drinking a lot, and I was doing a lot of fucking mushrooms and acid, and so like society deemed me kind of nuts and crazy, and I was kind of outcasted. It was kind of shitty for a while. I was like, oh, where are all my old friends at? And lonely, sad, and you know what I mean. I dealt with that for a little bit, for like 2 weeks of like lonely and sad. Then I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, if y'all gonna exclude me from your activities, well then I'm gonna go ahead and make my life more exclusive, and be more critical about the types of people who I allow back into my life. I took on that. I took on that mindset, that whole cliche, right? And I started working on myself and stopped giving a fuck. And at some point, I got sick and tired of doing all these substances and being toxic, and I wanted to focus more on so like not just sobriety, but health and mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. So at some point, I just said, "Oh, I gotta go sober and give up all this toxic shit." I gave up the parties, I gave up the clubs, I gave up all that toxic shit. I've even been alone for a long time without a relationship because I didn't want to go into a toxic ass relationship. And I'll go over the girls, I'll go over it with these fucking videos as time goes by. You know what I mean? Like I know, like I saw the demographics and shit. I only got girls watching. I love it. I love it. Um so yeah. That shit wasn't even my rock bottom. I actually had a fucking wonderful time. The whole experience was great. The next one, around the same period of time, I got in trouble because I was an alcoholic, and you know what I mean. You end up being that part of society. It really fucked up everything, and it really had people looking at me. I mean, my immediate surroundings look at me like, oh, waste of space, lost cause. And it took me a long time to fix a lot of this and get a lot of it expunged, and clear my name, clear my record and everything. It took a long time. So that was very rewarding, and I met a lot of great people and yada yada on both sides of the spectrum. On both sides, I met a lot of great people on both sides, to be honest with you, and I learned a lot in general from both sides of the spectrum when I would get in trouble. So then that wasn't my my actual rock bottom. So when I was homeless, there was this period of time when I didn't really know how to fully like um, resources in a city. I didn't know how to get all the resources. So I was eating out of the trash can because it was the smartest fucking thing for me to do. So I wouldn't go to the nasty ass old trash cans. What I would do is I would go to like restaurants. You know how you're not supposed to though? I would go and I would kind of wait and watch and see how people would throw their food away that they had left over. And it was roughly fresh. I would sit there and kind of wait for an hour and watch that one trash can getting filled up with how many plates stacked, how many deep. And that was my watch time number. So I know that if I dig that far deep, that's the time I showed up, those an hour that has been sitting there. And I saw the people who threw it in there, and roughly they didn't look disgusting. And it looked like a better option than finding it somewhere else or just straight up going without and starving. Um, so I started doing that with really fancy shit. And I had a lot of really nice women, to be honest with you. You know how you girls are. You don't eat all the food sometimes. Y'all would fucking pack it, wrap it, and put a napkin over it, and eat proportions on the side, and leave a whole big ass fucking piece untouched. And you would lay it and stack it in a certain fucking way, and it was just so special. I just felt so special to dig out your trash, to be honest. You were on dates, right. You were on dates, and you were over there entertaining someone else, and you were in love and kissing them, and yada yada, or you were just fucking them, and you were just a wild bitch, and you know what I mean, and it was just fucking hood life. But you happened to show love in your own special way, because I wasn't gonna go up to you and harass you. I wasn't gonna go harass you. I wasn't gonna go panhandle. I wasn't gonna go rob you. I wasn't gonna go and do anything stupid. If you just sat and watched, I was sitting there to the side waiting for that trash can to fill up to a certain extent. Creep in real quick, pull out that many plates, and in about 10 seconds or less, wander out the fucking door, because I knew exactly what I was doing, so I wouldn't get in trouble and I wouldn't raise awareness and make a nice restaurant look shitty. And get the stuff, move, bow outside, start fixing the plates. So I would have like 5 plates, turn them into like 2 fat fucking plates. And it would look good still, because that's how the girls would fucking make them and prepare them. So I would kind of arrange it. So I'd come in with 2 full plates, fully fucking stacked, back into the restaurant. And I would sit there with everybody else and just eat my food. And it was as good as everybody else. And it was the same food as everybody else, only that it was like a variety pack. And it was a donated variety pack from all the previous females who gave me the opportunity to enjoy a beautiful, heartwarming, nutritious meal in the restaurant. So even that was not bad at all. Right. Why am I moving around? My fucking balls itch. My balls itch, and I don't want to scratch them on camera. So, anyways, we're at 16 minutes. What was actually my rock bottom, to be honest, it's right here. It was being married. I wrote it. Look, it was being married. Being married was actually my rock bottom. And what I mean by that, it was associated with me actually intoxicating myself because I couldn't deal with life and the reality. I actually got really heavy around that time, and that when I got fat. That one I got in trouble because when I was drinking or whatever, I would get in trouble for random shit because I would go too far and black out. And I was addicted to like Xanax, right? And drinking. And so you just kind of black out. I don't remember half of the shit I did or didn't do, but it was just a period of time that was just fucking really shitty. So being married was my actual rock bottom. I got 2 kids out of it. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. Um, but to be honest, I just didn't fucking do well in a relationship where that person was not my legitimate best friend. Like that person and me like didn't connect on a spiritual level of like actually wanting to be with each other. It was more boning. All we really did was bone. So it kind of happened was is that I ended up like getting with my one night stand. I don't mean it was only supposed to be once, but we ended up fucking like enjoying it too much, and she got, you know what I mean, and then like at some point her mom was like, look, you know what I mean, she's pregnant. The traditional Mexican thing to do is to marry her ass. So we got married, and then we did like 8 years, fell apart, but it was a shitty ass 8 years. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really enjoy any of it to like the fullest extent of what I know to be a beautiful relationship. I've had relationships and they've been pretty cool, but I felt like fucking being married was my rock bottom, because a lot of schooling, like I had to drop out of school to be a fucking husband and get a job and provide, and like I had to like not get so much fucking pussy in life because I was married through that period of time when it mattered most, and then all kinds of shit. So in essence, yo, what was your rock bottom, and like how do you view life and perspective, and like even through the struggle of life, because I characterize a whole bunch of different ones. Like how did you get through it? Like what perspective did you have to move past the hurdle? And when it came to being married, I mean, we boned a lot, which means we got along, obviously, right? But we weren't really. It just didn't. It just on a deeper level, we both knew it just wasn't gonna be like happiness or whatever. And so we broke up, divorced. She got with someone else. So I know right there. I know right there. I go, if it was meant to be, we would have not hooked up with nobody else and got back together. But since she was fucking somebody else, obviously it was not meant to be because somebody else took a spot and then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want nobody dipping their fingers in my fucking coffee. It's fucking gross. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of like. So, I went ahead and I took the journey of like all this other shit in life. And honestly, like being single and being happy and doing all the fucking things I want to do and having the job that I really want to do and living in the city I want to live in and enjoying all the fucking food and fucking beautiful women and the fucking atmosphere. Like, that shows me that being married with my fucking opposite, the extreme spectrum opposite rock bottom. My life today and the happiness and the joy and the fulfillment and everything that I've experienced shows me that being married was my ultimate rock bottom. Crazy, huh? Anyways, y'all, hopefully have a great weekend. I'll catch y'all later.